What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Comic Caves Omnibus review.
Yes.
We've got the
Ominous.
the Simpsons.
It's spooky season.
The Simpsons Treehouse of Horrors Omnibus, Volume 1, Scary Tales and Scarier Tentacles.
Ooh.
This is from
Is
another Abrams comic.
Yes.
Ooh, another
Number 2.
one.
They're doing something right here. He's got this dope slipcase that it comes out. We got Kang and Krotos. Can you tell which one is which?
I can. So that one is Kang. That one's Krotos.
Who's that one?
That one's Kulos.
I thought. Yeah.
Anyways,
Everybody always forgets the Kulo.
Yeah. This is a glow in the dark. You can't feel this on the video, but you can see that it does have like.
it's a nice little. It looks like
Yeah.
a nice little reflective foil, but it's glow in the dark.
It's
Yep.
glow.
And the back cover too, dude. It's pretty dope. I actually like the back cover as well. Yeah.
Yeah, the back is dope too. Yes, very nice. We've got how many stories in here?
Oh gosh, a million.
I like Santa's little helper as a brontosaurus.
What's on the?
I think it's Snowball the second. It's gotta be Snowball.
Let's see.
No, it's
No, it's
Bart.
Bart.
Hell
Tentacle
yeah.
Bart.
That's cool.
We've got Ralph Wiggum. And then we've got all the different contents.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
It
all these-
collects, I believe, the first. God, I don't know how many Treehouse of Horrors. Like
there's-
24 or
There's
something.
33 Treehouse of Horrors.
Is there? I think it collects 24. It collects quite
that
a
were
few
in
of them.
the comics.
And we won't go through each
No,
and
we're not
every
gonna
one.
go through
we
each one.
bookmarked 2 that
Yeah,
we're
we're gonna
like
do
we were-
2 today.
and
then we'll
roll them out
yeah,
slowly
we'll
as
bring them out.
as Halloween approaches.
Yes, and we got the introduction from the Treehouse of Horror kids. Bart and Lisa, they just giving you a quick, just like when we first were introduced to the Treehouse of Horrors on The Simpsons in 1990. It's the same way that this book introduces, or they introduce this book. And it just goes into all these awesome stories. And the first story that we want to spotlight is from the Kelley Jones one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do the Kelley.
Let's do the
Jones.
Kelley Jones.
Coff-Diddly-Offin.
So we've got Ned Flanders. It looks like, was that Rod or Todd? I can't ever tell them apart.
Rod is the younger one, I believe.
Okay, so Rod's the one that passed away. And he's looking for a defibrillator, right?
Yeah, he's trying to bring him back to life with the defibrillator, and he goes to grab it,
But
not
it's
there.
gone. Homer borrowed it.
Yeah.
Like everything
To make a
else.
sandwich.
Yeah.
To make himself a Monte Cristo sandwich.
It's very, very new character. I like, dude. Sorry, super
Go for
small
it.
detail though. Right here, you got the treehouse, and that's a really cool like throwaway detail, but it adds a little something to the whole like. It's Treehouse of Horror. You
Kelley
gotta-
Jones.
gotta put
Calvin
those-
Does
Mao.
not throw any details
Yeah.
away, man. This is Kelley Jones,
It's kind of
baby.
crazy to see him doing cartoons, right?
Right?
Like,
It's you got that look that the Simpsons go for, and you have to make it look like a Simpsons. But I love how he just this is a Kelley Jones.
yes.
Like you just know. I mean, if you know, you know, as the kids would say.
Yeah, so now,
Totally do.
Ned wants to get revenge on Homer. And what better way to get to Homer but by through his stomach?
Yeah.
And so he devises this plan to get Homer, and he's gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always like how these Treehouse of Horrors, the majority of them are Flanders doing some kind of evil deed because
He's so fed up with Homer.
Yeah, well, it's just that's not his character.
It's
and
not his
so-
character, but 33 years of dealing with someone like this, you would want to kill him.
So is this
But-
like Kelley Jones, like his fantasy of what he would do to Homer then?
Yeah, probably. Definitely. And what's funny is he's getting ready to fill up the food with the formaldehyde, but Homer comes in drinking and thinks that the formaldehyde's German beer. So he starts drinking it. And so then he just goes in and he decides, you know what? I'm going to make myself the food. And what happens? starts putting all the food in there, and he slips
Into the coffin.
into the coffin.
Economy coffin or whatever.
And it turns on, and it starts filling him up full of bacon fat
Yeah.
and all that. And he goes on a little adventure. The art by Kelley Jones is just, it's that twisted Simpson look. Right
And also
here.
like the little play on the words, because if you remember in the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episodes, they always do a play on their names, like Matt Groening and things like that. This one's something wicker, this way comes, something wicked, this way comes.
I like that.
What is this one? Long After Midnight Diner. What is it? Dandelion Winery, The Morrison Chronicles. So
More play on words.
exactly,
cool.
yeah. Something wicked, this way
With the little-
comes.
with the little
Morrison's
macabre
gotta
to
be,
it.
Martian Chronicles, but
Yeah.
probably Bill Morrison.
And then-
Exactly.
And we see Homer goes to his ultimate demise and eats one final donut, only for himself to be buried in.
And
get
the next
Flanders.
story we're gonna look at is how
How we got
The
Devil?
origin.
How we got Devil
Yeah.
Flanders? Because remember, Devil Flanders showed up in, was it Treehouse of Horror season 2 or 3?
I think it was.
It's
If I'm
the one
remembering
where
right, it's
he
3.
he does the deal with Homer and he feeds him
Yes.
the donuts.
Right.
So that one.
But just before we turn though, big shout out to Eric Powell on this one.
We'll get on that one next time.
That one's another good one. But you got legends on this, man,
Yes,
which is really
a
crazy.
lot of legends
You
on
got
this.
Stan Sakai in here too. But next up we're addressing is
Hell-O-ween.
By
Hell-O-ween.
Jim
Jim Mahfood, man. I like how he tells us how to pronounce it. Mahfood.
Yeah, so this one starts off in a Evergreen Terrace Halloween party. Everybody's dressed up. You've got Evil Dead Ash, Lenny.
Lenny.
You've got Millhouse as Ash Ketchum, Pokemon. You've got New Gods
Orion.
Orion.
from Nelson Muntz. You got Homer and Marge swapping places.
You have our friend Steve Sanchez's favorite Green Lantern right there.
Ralph Wiggum.
The worst screen.
You've got Bart doing Grendel.
Yes.
What a random poll,
Yeah.
dude. That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Grendel. You've got Lisa doing, is that Kelly?
Yeah.
Robin?
Kelly,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
That's the Kelly Robin,
Yes.
right? And then we've got Lou as not Lou, Carl
Carl.
as Blackula. Yeah, it just was cool seeing all that, and I was like, damn, the Grendel thing was like that's wild.
It is, but you can definitely. Well, it's obvious. Jim Mahfood is a comic
Yeah.
lover. He makes comics.
You
He
see
loves-
that throughout this whole story.
Yes.
It's like the comic references in it are heavy, and
Yes.
I like to see that, especially because it is a comic.
And again,
Yeah.
going back to making the books your own. It's
Yeah.
like you have,
Well,
what the Simpsons are supposed to be. And
When
then
the
you,
Simpsons were like being published in the comics, it was a big deal, and
Yeah.
everybody wanted to get their name on a Simpson comic. Like, if you can't be in an episode, what better thing to do than write one of the Simpson comics?
I would argue this is probably better. 'Cause it's
Than-
printed.
Than
I was
some
gonna
of the
say,
yeah.
Yeah, it's printed. You can access it. You can admire their artwork. The relationship between what we see on the screen and what we see in the pages is definitely it's fun, man. I really like this, and I dug this story so much.
So you got the Flanders as kids sad because they can't be a part of the Halloween block party, and then we see the devil, and we're like, oh damn, the devil, he's got a plan.
Mm-hmm.
But no, he's playing Battleship
With
with
Mr.
with
Burns.
Mr. Burns, and he's just so bored. He's got so many souls that he's just got no fun in his life anymore. So Mr. Burns offers the kid's soul that he got during a bargaining for a union contract with the employees of the nuclear power plant, and they got 3-ply toilet paper.
It's a good deal.
And after he tells them they're taking a crap, and they're like, "Hey, this is pretty comfortable."
And shout out for fucking plugging your own
Name.
your own shit right there.
Yeah,
Good
you
on
got
you.
Bardo and then Mahfood right there. So he takes the deal. We've got the Simpson kids, Lisa and Bart doing pranks, and one prank is they swap the mailboxes, the Simpson mailbox with the Flanders' mailbox. So now the devil sent his minions in to get some kids' souls. They're wreaking havoc on Springfield. We've got a flaming, we've got a flaming Mo. We've got a flaming Mo
Literally a
reference.
flaming Mo. That's another.
We've got the Honda on fire that Mr. Superintendent Chalmers is always having Skinner keep an eye on his Honda, but
It's a certified Honda.
yeah. Dang it! Someone took the H. How would they know it's a Honda? So now the two demons are lost and they can't find where they're supposed to go. Hellboy T-shirt.
Yeah, his T-shirt changes throughout the
Yeah.
whole every panel he's in. I thought that was pretty fun.
He's got
Pablo's Inferno.
The Cramps.
The Cramps. The
do.
Damned.
Ramones.
Dr. Octagon. Jurassic 5.
So yeah, we've got different bands that Jim Mahfood likes. I'm pretty sure that's why those are all there. But yeah, the Flanders kids are being sent to bed, and Rod pulls out Harry Potter, and that's devil stuff. You're not supposed to read that. And what happens for reading it? The demons come out and take their souls.
Harry Potter's Disco Inferno. Good.
That's
So they take a trip like if it was Candyland into hell, and they possess their bodies. And now they start wreaking havoc and on everybody.
So they change them into their costumes essentially, right?
Yeah. We've got the three bullies.
What's his name?
Comic
Comic book guy
guy becomes Superman and tries to use X-ray vision.
He ends up being heat vision.
to turn himself into heat vision and burn off his whole left side.
And when he lands, splat!
And he's all... I like how he pulls that Jason Todd reference, and he just dies.
Gotta
And
get
then
one more in.
and then we got the joke of the three boys hanging out, and then they figure out, oh crap, one of us has to hold it. Got Blackula versus Ash, the New Gods versus... I didn't get that Bruce
Banner.
Bruce Banner. Oh yeah, because
Because then he hulks
I
out.
forgot he...
Spoiler alert, he hulks out.
Oh, what a
And
good
he's-
page flip.
And he smashes
Martin Smash.
smashes the New God, Nelson Muntz. The Simpson
funny.
kids realize that these demons are about to hurt them, only for us to get another good joke. The grass is being watered down with holy water.
That he's been stealing from the church.
Stealing from the church.
He's been stealing the church's water and it's been holy.
We got Ned super pissed that his kids are possessed.
Mm.
He's got an Amy Grant CD that catches fire. And then he goes for advice from somebody who knows how to raise two demons. Homer Simpson.
And apparently Homer's had a portal to hell in his basement.
That's
For a
just
while that
been-
he did during a what do you call it? A night storm that just opened up one night. And then we got hell.
That's a great page.
And they go into hell. You see the conveyor belt of Springfield's. What were they? Springfielders, right?
Springfielders.
Yeah, Springfielders.
Fieldians.
Springfieldianos.
Jebediah Springfielders.
And then we've got people who have a property in hell. You've got the corporate CEOs.
Mm.
You've got the Disney execs.
He cut out the D,
cut the
though.
D,
It's
so
funny how
you
they
can't
cut
tell.
it, yeah.
You've got the Starbucks owners and the Hollywood movie execs. All
Is that
Sounds
Weinstein?
about right.
That's Weinstein, dude.
Where?
That's awesome.
Shit, even back then they knew.
everybody knew. Land of Temptation.
But apparently it's all twisted,
yeah,
so
you
that,
got-
that pony smokes and swears.
This Radioactive Man
It's-
comic's
it's
only near mint.
It's got a tearing.
And the-
That's nowhere near mint.
To CGC, that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've got a.
Oh,
Homer
yeah, you have
spitting
CGC somewhere back there, too.
You've got a Homer drinking light beer and spitting it out. Ironic punishments. He's having to watch Buffy with a bunch of errors.
Filled with the continuity errors.
He's pissed because he can't go on the internet to complain about it.
Oh.
And then you've got Bart just crowd surfing on a skateboard.
Right.
We've got the River Styx with Domo Obligato, Mr. Roboto. And then we get
That's
to
gnarly.
Flanders sees his kids are playing Dungeons and Dragons with Satan.
And they're one roll away from winning.
Yeah. And then Maude comes to save the day.
But then Homer
ruins it by being a perv.
Well, no, he reminds Flanders that he started dating again, so Maude dips out. Which is kind of messed up when you think about it, because she left her kids
I
there.
know, right? She was there for the kids.
Right?
So, and then they just start fighting the
Well,
demons.
no, yeah, they get beat up by the devil and his minions.
Then they get taken prisoner, only for them to barter.
And Flanders makes a deal.
The origin of
Devil's
Flanders.
I am Devil Flanders.
They packed a lot in this one.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
I had the so that's how it happened moment right there. I was like, oh, Jim Mahfood was tasked with the origin of Devil Flanders. Right. I love it.
So yeah,
we got an origin story in a comic book that referenced a bunch of other comic books.
And then you got the Leftorium.
We see how Flanders runs hell, and he makes it a Flanders hell.
Yeah,
he enforces a dress code. It's fucking great. There's like some like soy pistachio gluten-free ice cream.
They're up to a Naked Gun 16.
Oh my god,
Leslie Nielsen.
It's great
good stuff.
But it's fun seeing like his early cartooning. You know, it reminds me of like the Clerks work.
I was about to say the Clerks work.
And this was just a fun look.
Because we see two clerks working right here.
Yeah, and I like how what's his name? The devil was supposed to be taking a break,
but he's working.
He's actually working at the Quickie Mart. This was brilliant.
So yeah, this was a fantastic read. This was a fun, and I can't wait to go through the rest of this. And
there's so many other great art creators in it.
Yeah,
we have Stan Sakai, Eric Powell, like we said. We have more from Tony Rodriguez, Bill Morrison. So stick tuned, man. We'll be uploading some of those as either reels or more videos. But
definitely
check it out. But
until then, we're in the Comic Cave, and we're out.